Bebo178, and all these people that seem to have a go, they all seem to have quite a lot of numbers behind the name. Bebo178, and also it never seems to be their own name. They use a nickname or something. Dude, take a break. Every time I see your channel, I see an old man wasting time looking miserable and being negative. Time is running out. Enjoy what little time you have left. Now, isn't that a lovely sentiment? From Bebo. Don't you think that's, you know, even if you like EVs and you don't like me, imagine somebody saying that to your mum or your dad. Me? I really don't give a shit what he says. See that one 3 hours ago? Well, you can check the history of these people. Bebo178, 11 months ago. So he's been watching my videos for 11 months. You can throw your toys out of the pram like a big baby, all you want, but change is coming. End of the day, legacy automakers failed to see this coming. I didn't fail to see it coming. German cars have been unreliable for years, with their arrogant CEOs lying and cheating. German cars unreliable. Well, you can tell guy's not got all his chairs at home to start off with. Selling us overpriced rubbish that actually works out cheaper than anything else because they have great residual values, so therefore they don't go down as much, so therefore over your term of ownership they don't cost you as much and they work out cheaper, certainly cheaper than an EV. They're doing their best. Crane emoji. Ridiculous statement. Absolutely no sympathy whatsoever with them. It's a free market and the press can promote who they want. You'll just have to deal with the change. Boomer cars are done. I've just put, I see you're an expert in the motor trade. 16 hours ago. Oh God, this old codger again. Have a day off. I don't need a day off, thanks. I'm not a skiving freeloader like you. You obviously don't have a job as you spend all your time watching my videos and leaving stupid comments on them. My God, you are insufferable, the elderly. Your comments get worse and show you up for what you are. Not this old senile grandad grifter again. Nurse, he's out of bed again. Shite. Not this old man grifter again. More rubbish being spouted by the coffin dodger. Been in sales, and over the years, I've always tried to learn by my mistakes. So I analyse things, probably more than most people. What did I do wrong? What did I say wrong? Making a sale is like Groundhog Day. It's like Bill Murray. He has to do everything perfect to actually get Andy McDowell in the end. And it's the same with sales. Everything has to go perfect until you get that agreement at the end and they buy the car. So I always analyse. If I don't sell a car, I always think, what did I do wrong? What could I have done better? Was it me? Was it a clash of personalities? So I like to kind of delve deeper into things. And I just wanted to see what made Bebo178 tick. So with a little search, I looked at his channel.
Okay.
So, welcome back to... Well, you might be in uniform, but...
He likes playing computer games. Then I noticed he's got a music playlist and that he'd commented on something. And it was kind of ironic and it just made me wonder. Somebody else has left a comment on a YouTube video. Did you know her? It's just that you type about her like you do, idiot. Now that comment was to somebody else, but Bebo178 has jumped in. What does it matter, you angry little man? She likes her music. Honestly, why get so mad? Sad, very sad. Now I'm starting to worry about this guy.
1, God, that man looks really pissed.
Only
Barrie.
can drive somebody that crazy.
And then the same pop song. Always remember this as a teenager growing up and going out for the first time. Loved this song. Now the record was by the Urban Cookie Collective, Feels Like Heaven. That was released in November 1993. Always remember this as a teenager growing up and going out for the first time. Loved this song. So assuming that when he went out he was 18, that would mean he was born in somewhere around about 1975. This guy is 50. This guy who's leaving these comments on my YouTube channel is 50. I mean, to be fair, I never expected to live past 30. So 50 is no spring chicken either. And to be talking to somebody like he does, there's something not right. Not this old relic grifter again. He's on the grift, but his time is running out. Don't waste it, old man. Don't waste it. With your attitude and mouth, there's a good chance that you will die before me, especially as you're too stupid to not watch my videos. If you aren't careful, you're going to have a heart attack. Have a lovely day. I am. And then we get Michael, Tom, I don't know what the rest of it is, but just wasted 10 minutes of my life watching this. What exactly was the point? Well, yeah, if you didn't get the point, he has wasted 10 minutes. Whatever it was could have been made in 30 seconds. Well, Michael, you didn't get it in 10 minutes, so how do you know I could have made it in 30 seconds? So my reply, I'm sorry it went over your head, but if I had spoken slower so that you could have understood it, it would have taken longer, and then he'd have wasted more of his time, wouldn't he? Here we go, Roger Jones. Barrie, mate, why do you have a link to an EV charge company on your site? Full of it, mate. Watch my videos before making a fool of yourself. It's cheap electric tariff, which helps you save money. However, I specifically tell people to charge during the day and not at night unless you want to cremate your loved ones in their sleep. I've also seen your other comment and would reply that if you don't like what I say, feel free to not watch. No one's forcing you. His next comment, Barrie, mate, give it up. It's getting boring now, buddy. Have you noticed that anybody who calls you mate and buddy isn't actually your mate or a buddy? Strange, isn't it? Passive aggressive. I'm going to make a video just for you on how to click stop. I say just for you because my 52,000 subscribers and 46 million viewers don't seem to find my content boring. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. I've also had 2.2 million, and I'm overwhelmed, hours of watch time. 2.2 million hours divided by 24 equals divided by 365 equals 251 years, 24/7, 365. If you sat down now and watched the amount of my videos that have been watched, you'd be 251. If you say 20, you'd be 271 when you're finished. Me, I'm overwhelmed that people have watched me that much. Absolutely flattered. And I need to say thank you. I need to say thank you for watching, subscribing, ringing the bell to be notified of others, and doing this hype thing that you can do now to promote my videos. The guys from Burn TVs who share my videos too. I'm unbelievably grateful to you all. Thank you. Mr. In Between. Don't put yourself out there pretending you know the car market when you spout so much anti-EV hate. Perhaps you should research EV ownership or actually drive one. Or doesn't that get some overweight middle-aged man some attention? Oh dear, you are a prat, aren't you? I've driven plenty of EVs and I have one now. Plus I've been in the car job for over 50 years. I'm guessing because you know so much about the car trade, you get garage owners and leasing companies contacting you for advice. No, of course you don't. However, I do. I don't spout anti-EV stuff, I spout anti-EV layer stuff. So keep up, thanks. Same guy, Mr. In Between. I mean, he knows all about EVs and ICE cars, but he doesn't know what he is. He's an in-between. What? In between what? Barrie crapping on. Oh no. He's called me names. Barrie crapping on. You should do some fact checking. Me doing fact checking. Yeah, okay. You are just talking so much shit. Thanks for leaving all these comments. It really helps my channel to grow and reach even more viewers. If you actually watch my videos, you would know that I mostly react to news stories and correct the myth information spewed out by the EV shills. So perhaps it's you who should do some fact checking, as out of numerous comments you have left, you have not been right once. You are just talking so much shit. A fire blanket, you are an idiot. You propagate this EV bashing myth. EVs represent an excellent alternative to ICE, and they are cheaper to run by a long shot. No, they're not. You should do some research on EVs. Honestly, I cannot understand a mentality when there's a cheaper option by a factor of 8 and people stick with an outdated technology because they like the smell of petrol, exhaust fumes, pollution, expensive servicing, expensive repairs, fueling inconvenience, fire risks, and OMG, you are the most boring monotone YouTuber with the ignorance level of a lemming. I hold my hands up. I am monotone. I do my best. I like the smell of petrol. I don't mind exhaust fumes. I know they don't do you much good. But as far as the expensive servicing, EVs are just as expensive, if not more. There's a few surveys being done where it's actually costing more to service and repair EVs. The warranty company says it costs more. They should know. Fueling inconvenience. What fueling inconvenience? What? It takes you probably just as long to plug your vehicle in up your own drive as it takes me on the way somewhere. Plus I don't have to unravel it out of the boot of my car or off the side of my house all covered in blooming crap. At least when you go to a petrol station, somebody washes the petrol pumps down every day so they're nice and clean, and you've got a little plastic glove to use. With the ignorance level of a lemming, with the ignorance level of a lemming. And yet you've watched about 10 of my videos tonight and left as many comments. I'm sure your mission in life is to try and insult me, but you just make me laugh. Thanks for taking the time to leave all these comments. It really does help. Have you ever known a different choice of fuel to create so much animosity? You have to wonder why, don't you? All the name calling, the ageist comments. And it's so funny really, because you can't call races, which you shouldn't do anyway. You can't call genders. You'll have a knock on the door from the thought police. But you can call old people. I mean, I've no claim to fame getting old. But my granddad, he fought in 2 world wars. And you know what else? When my granddad was my age, if one of these had gone up to him face to face and called him a name, he'd have flattened them. As would my dad. My dad, boxer, taught me a few things. Even if I wanted to flatten somebody these days, I couldn't. It's not the rational thing to do. It's not the right thing to do. I'm not condoning violence as well. But you'd have to wonder if these people would say this sort of thing to somebody's face. I'm afraid EVs aren't all the evangelists crack them up to be. That's the simple truth. They've made claims and they've been found out. Unfortunately, in some cases, the people who found out have found out to their cost and lost thousands of pounds, and they are going back to ICE cars. Trust me, they are. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.